Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. I'm flying solo tonight. It feels weird. The last couple of streams, slash games have been with other people. It feels odd. It feels like I'm talking to myself. It's kind of odd. But anyway, starting to look at the Cycle 9 nominations. So, you know what? I'll do like the proper intro. If this is your first time viewing this episode of this channel, then welcome. My name is Lord Havoc. I cover Marvel Champions custom content. I don't really do official content all that often because there's plenty of other channels that do that far better than I could. So if you want to look at official type stuff, I just recommend you check those out. Ray Plays Games, Web Warrior, Nelson, just to name a few. They are definitely recommended channels. If you're interested in custom content, then this is the place to be. I'm part of a community on Discord called the Marvel Champions Custom Community, MC4. And they have what is called the CAS system, which is where they certify products that the custom community creates, so custom products, and the certification is essentially saying this product is good enough to not only be official content but to also represent us as a community, to show just how talented we are. They're up to Cycle 9 at the moment. I wasn't there for the first one. I joined Cycle 4, I think. I don't know. Once when the nominations are done, they create forms, and people go off and test them, and then they fill in the forms and sort of denote what they think of that product, and then it gets ranked, and the winners get sealed. It's part of the seal process. When the nominations are done, I like to go through and play the nominations. I then fill out the form later on, but I like to play the nominations and sort of give them a go. So these are the nominations for Cycle 9. Now, Cycle 9 is important for the community. It's the first cycle that's entirely under control of the new CAS wards. So originally it was all under the control of the head mod, Kami, and I might be, hopefully I'm correcting what I'm saying. It's solely his responsibility, but he's sort of taken a step back from this sort of stuff. He's got stuff to do, and so his idea, which is a great idea, was to set up a council essentially. So it's three individuals who were voted for, who are now essentially in charge of this process, and so if they want to make any changes to how it works and stuff, then it's up to them to work it out between the three of them and then implement them and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's a cool idea, and so far they're doing well. They're good people, and they're doing their best. It's tough to sort of work with the different personalities of this community. So it can be tough sometimes. So it's they're doing what they can, and I appreciate the work that they're doing. They've made some changes that I agree with. They are yet to change some of the things that I think fundamentally must change. I've got some problems with this system. I haven't been afraid to say it, and I'm interested to see sort of where they go with that. So, but anyway, Cycle 9, the nominations are out. Now, it's pretty cool for me because you can see my name is there twice. So we've got Night Thrasher from DH, My Daz, ES's Batgirl, Beretta's Martian Manhunter, Miss Sugar Pink's Judge Dredd, which is pretty cool. Miss Sugar Pink's a fairly new creator, and to have something already nominated is pretty impressive. Baptiste, who I assume is a Overwatch character. I can only assume it's somebody for Overwatch because it's by Tuna. And Tuna loves the Overwatch stuff. I'm not too sure what this wild card business is. They're clearly both Marvel characters. I'm not too sure what that is. I assume it has something to do with the way they nominated them. But anyway, Wasp by Jack HKP and Jeff by Runboy, who's like that little cutesy little shark. And the scenarios are Shaka and my own Power Vacuum. So very interested to see Power Vacuum in the nominations there. Now, I will be doing videos of these nominations, where I play these nominations, except for the ones where I've already done a video. So I've actually already played Night Thrasher, so there's a video for that already, if you want to just go have a look for it. Martian Manhunter has been on the show, but I didn't play him, so I'm gonna redo that with me playing him. And it's likewise for Judge Dredd. He's been on the show, but I didn't play him, so I'll definitely play that one. And we played... Ironically enough, we played Shocker just last night, me and Joshy, as part of the Web of Deceit campaign that he did. So if you want to check out that episode, that was last night's episode. Yeah, which was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. And yeah, they're my Power Vacuum. So what I've decided to do for this testing is I'm just going to play Power Vacuum. Because, you play a scenario and you play the heroes, right? So I'm going to play the heroes, but each hero is going to go up against Power Vacuum. So it's going to get the maximum amount of testing done, right? Every single one. And to make it, to play it optimally, the way I think it should be played, I've randomized the modulars. So I've got this website here, gigacalculator.com, randomizers, random name picker. So I put in all the modulars. There's all the modulars there. And it's Power Vacuum says to pick 3, so put down a pick random names, and I got these: the Leaper, Western, and Guerrilla Tactics. So I just put the modulars out in alphabetical order and just went and grabbed all them, and so there they are there. So I put standard in there as well. And yeah, we're good to go. Now the first hero I'm playing is Jeff. So again, Jeff has been on the show, but I didn't play him. His creator Run played him, so I'm going to give him a go. Good old Jeff the Land Shark. Everybody loves Jeff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get to it. Power Vacuum. I've got the extensive amount of notes that you need in order for this scenario to work. Power Vacuum and standard modular sets. 3 modular sets of your choice, selected or randomly chosen. Not randomized. Setup. Discard cards to the encounter deck until a unique minion is discarded. So I'm going to shuffle, just so there's no cheating, and then discard until we get a unique minion. He's not unique. It's not unique. Oh, Backtruck himself. So that's interesting. Good to have him out of the deck. Play 4 power things. Now his ability thing is 16. He's 16 hit points. So if you look up at the instructions, it says high hit point minions. If a minion with hit points higher than 10, i.e. the Thunderbolts, is selected as a villain, reduce their printed hit points by 10 to a minimum of 5 before calculating their villain hit points. So he'll actually go down to 6. Now it says here, so until a unique minion is discarded, reveal it and attach the wannabe leader attachment to it. So here's the wannabe leader attachment. Set its hit point dial to its printed value plus 10 per person. So I'm singular, so it's just 10. So he'll be, funnily enough, he is actually 16. So that pretty much works out. The wannabe leader permanent setup. The attached minion loses a minion type and gains the villain type. So he's no longer a minion. He is now a villain. After the villain is defeated, discard cards from the encounter deck until a unique minion is discarded, set aside, and flip this card. Cool. So he's got +1 scheme. So he's currently a 2/2, 16 hit points. He does have villainous, but we ignore that. So on the instructions here, it says to ignore abilities that are not needed or don't work. So you ignore the keyword villainous. because it's pointless. Villains just says give them a encounter card, but they already get an encounter card as a villain anyway, so that's fine. We don't need to worry about victory either, but I, strangely enough, don't have that on the sheet, but you don't need to worry about. I mean, victory... I mean, he doesn't get defeated, I guess. I mean, I guess he could still go victory. You know what? I guess it's still relevant. Force interrupt. When Batroc engages you, discard one card from your hand. So he doesn't engage. You ignore any ability that mentions engaged or engaging. I did think about saying that any ability that says when they engage, to change that to when they activate against you. I'm seriously considering doing that. That when they engage, I need to do a bit of research into all the villains that say engaged and what that would mean if they trigger it every single time. So if he triggers engage, if that then reads when Batroc activates against you, discard one card from your hand every single time, that would be quite powerful, quite potent. So I'm thinking in expert mode, what you would do, you would change engaged to activates. I'm still thinking about that. So for now, I'm playing standard anyway, so I'm not playing expert, but that's definitely... So essentially, this is a pretty easy villain to get, a minion to get straight away, because he's a 2/2, 16 hit points, sure, but he now has no abilities. He's just a basic dude, so unless he gets attachments and stuff. So that's a pretty good draw for me. So yeah, can't complain about that. Let's go to the thing. So it's 12. Each elite minion gains patrol. Each minion and the villain gains the Hydra tape. So he's a Hydra and Thunderbolt. When revealed, each player discards cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded and puts that minion to play engaged with them. Okay. So this time I actually just grab... Alright, so there's Viper. She's engaged with me. If this game is completed, players lose the game. Cool. So you advance... You can't let it thread out. You advance by beating up the villain, because then then we get a new villain. Alright, so 16 hit points. And now I've got Viper with me, but here we go. Jeff the Landshark. Creature, good boy. I love that. The fact that he's trained as good boy is awesome. I don't normally go for cutesy characters. I've mentioned this before on the show. Cutesy doesn't really do it for me. The whole kawaii and Hello Kitty and all that sort of Chibli, and it just doesn't do it for me. I'm a grumpy old man, and cute is, unless it's my niece, who's very cute. Nothing else, nothing cutesy stuff doesn't really do it for me. But like everybody else, I have an exception for Jeff, because Jeff is very cool. Very, very cool. So I'm willing to do an exception for Jeff, just because he's awesome. Because he is, in fact, a good boy, as you can see. And he likes pina coladas. So that's cool. Setup. Set hero's anger aside. I don't think heroes needs a thing. I don't think it needs that. Unless it's the plural. What's the plural of heroes? Heroes, right? The plural of hero is heroes. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong, but something strikes me that is weird. Setup. While a minion's engaged with Jeff, you cannot attach this card to the villain. It remains attached when a minion engages Jeff. And you'll see what that means in a second when we flip Jeff. Interrupt. When attached character would take damage from an attack, increase that damage by 1. Cool. For Rec, after you change to this form, find Hero's Anger and set it aside. Hulk like shark thing. Hulk. 6 hand size, 13 hit points. He's a beefy boy. Avenger. Response. After an enemy attacks and damages Jeff, attach the set aside Hero's Anger to that enemy. Cool. I think it's a bit weird that Hero's Anger has a picture of Gwenpool and not Jeff himself. It is a Jeff card. That would be my strongest recommendation so far, would be to change this picture. I mean, it's a cool picture, but that should be, if this was a generic card, I would get it. But it's a Jeff card. I would have that be a picture of Jeff. After the villain phase begins, find Hero's Anger and set it aside. Cool. So I'm just going to leave it there as part of its setup. 1/2/2, fair stats. And hit points, like I said, I've got Viper with me. Now Viper has a keyword that I created called Mercenary, which essentially just got rid of a ridiculous amount of text. The original version of this was a whole bunch of text that essentially just said that you could pay these resources in order to get her. Now I think I put them over here. New keyword. Did I put it on here? I don't think I did. She's part of Power Vacuum, so I think I should. I should have the description on this thing. Yeah. You know what? I think I should. Because it is in the instruction booklet for the campaign that this scenario is actually part of a campaign called Hydra Unleashed. Yeah, so basically essentially means that on my turn I can spend those resources and then I gain control of her as an ally. That's basically what it is. You can buy her services. So, but I definitely should have an instruction on that for sure. So there you go. So note number 1: add the definition of mercenary to the sheet. Okay, well that's everything. So I think we should get to go. So I'm playing the Precon. That's another important note. The deck that I'm playing is the Precon that comes with Jeff. They recommend as part of the seal process, if you get nominated, to have a Precon, and I highly recommend that. I essentially go through a bunch of custom content, and whenever I find a hero that doesn't have a Precon, I immediately get annoyed, because that means not annoyed at the creator, but annoyed at myself, because now it means I have to go make a deck, and I suck at that. So having a Precon is good. Now, I have not changed anything about this Precon. I had a very quick, brief look through it. I'm not a fan, but maybe it'll work. Like I said, I'm not a good deck builder, so maybe I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, and it actually turns out to be brilliant. So we'll see how it goes. Shuffle and 6 cards. Okay, so we got Mighty Avengers, Power of Leadership, Innovation, Thief for Justice. So only one Runboy card, Stinner and First Aid. After a player card leaves play, exhaust Thief for Justice. Absolutely brilliant picture. Brilliant picture here. Falcon's wings, Captain A's shield, Miles's mask, on a Hawkeye's arrows, and I assume it's Kate. Black Widow's Stin and the Eye of Agamemnon. Just awesome. After a player card leaves play, exhaust Thief for Justice. Remove threat from a scheme equal to that card's cost. Well, that's a must. That's definitely staying. I don't need First Aid. I don't need Innovation. Gonna keep those ones. Get rid of those two. Just Scallion, I don't need that just yet. Team building exercise might be handy. I don't know what. They have to be cards that match. Exhausting. Play a card that shares a trait with your hero, reducing its resource cost by 1. Yeah, that's not very helpful right this very second either. But I assume there's other like Avenger cards. Well, it means I could get Stinner for free. But I don't want that right there a second anyway. So Power Leadership. Scallion and team building exercise is going to give me Mighty Avengers. No. I only need... This generates 2, right? Oh, yeah, so those 2 will give me Mighty Avengers. Team building exercise will then give me Stinner. Stinner now has +1 thwart and +1 attack. It's pretty handy. Oh, wait. I've miscalculated horribly. Because Fist, energy, mental. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Mighty Avengers is good, but it's not that good. No. Fist, energy, mental. Yeah. Fist, energy, mental is going to give me Viper. Because nothing says stuff you than when you grab an enemy and make them into one of yours. So I will use Mighty Avengers instead to give me this, because I just think it's cool. After a player card leaves play, exhausts Thief for Justice, remove threat from the scheme equals to that card's cost. I mean, that's good. That's really good. So yeah. So then I'll flip to Jeff. Oh, I needed to flip to Jeff before I took Viper, but anyway. Avenger. After enemy attacks and damages Jeff, attach to the side hero's anger. After the villain phase begins, find hero's anger and set it aside. Okay. Can I attach this card to the villain? So it only goes to the meaning when attached character would take damage. There's no... she's mine now. She's actually an ally now, so that's fine. Oh, so I can't voluntarily attach this. When attached character would take damage from an attack, increase that damage by 1. I can't just attach it to Backrock right now. It has to... something needs to happen for it to happen. After an enemy attacks and damages Jeff. Okay. Right. Okay. Alright, well in that case then I will... Oh, there's nothing to thwart, so I guess I'll just attack. I'll attack with Jeff. 1, 2. And with Viper. 1. Let's get to consequential. Ready. I'm going to keep Stinner so I can bring her in. Get 4 cards. So Black Knight, Avengers Mansion, Whirlpools, here's another Jeff card. Avengers Assemble, not a fan of this card. 4 resources is ridiculous, and it's really just not that good. Yeah, that's one of the... When I said the pre-con I'm not excited about it, is because there's no way I would have that card in there. Whirlpool, attack superpower. Choose a player, deal 3 damage to the villain, and each minion engaged with that player. This attack ignores card. Yummy, yummy. That's his Marvel Rivals ability, which is pretty sweet. Alright. Villain phase. One on there, and then Batroc activates. Just making sure I'm not missing any triggers. It'd be pretty embarrassing if I miss my own triggers. Alright, he activates. I'm going to take it because I want to do this business. He doesn't hit that hard. 2. I've got 13 hit points. I'm going to take the first hit. Let's see what happens. Oh, jeez. Hits me for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the boost effect is in expert mode. Okay, cool. Nothing happens. So he hit me for 4. So does this trigger straight away? Response. After an enemy attacks and damages Jeff, attach the set aside hero's anger to that enemy. Boink. Attached. Got that. Cool. After the villain phase begins, go find it, but I already found it, so that's fine. Okay, so encounter card. And this is now when an attached character would take damage from an attack, increase that damage by 1. Okay, so encounter card is Assault. The villain attacks you. Have I got anything that stops that from happening? No. This time I'll defend because I don't want him smacking the crap out of me again. Oh, and this time he hits for 2, which means he doesn't damage me, but then I get this minion. Okay, my turn. Okay. Alright, so first things first. Each elite minion gains patrol, but he's not elite, so... Viper will take care of the threat from here. consequential. And then... Very expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Avengers Mansion. Oh my god, what's going on here? The lag. I'm not going to bother giving myself a card because I won't be able to do anything with it. So I'll just leave that. Yep. I guess that's my turn. Not a very exciting turn, sorry. Let's get 5 cards. Okay, so resource. Look at that. Very cool. Kate's house. Exhaust Kate's house. Choose one. Find Hawkeye and add her to your hand. Put 1 arrow counter on Hawkeye, or the Kate Bishop player draws 1 card. Another crappy Avengers assemble. Gwenpool. When Gwenpool attacks the enemy with Hero's Anger attached, she gets +1 attack for this attack. And Squirrel Girl. So the ladies. The ladies are out in force. Sinner is also a lady. So yeah. 1 on here. He activates. I will defend. Boom. Hits me for 5. Damaged me. Wait. After the villain phase begins, find Hero's Anger and set it aside. Oh, okay, so this would have gone at the start of the villain's phase, but then he damaged me for 1, so it goes back on to him. So at the start of the villain phase, I've got to remember to take that off. Okay, so he just hit me for 1. No, he hit me for more than 1. He hit for 5. I defend for 2, so he actually hit me for 3. Yeah, that's brutal. This guy just sits there. We get an encounter card. Villain schemes. Schemes for 1 + 1, so 2, 3. Okay, my turn. Avengers Mansion. Give me a card. Big Bite. Attack. Deal 4 + X damage to an enemy, where X is the attack of the enemy hero's anger is attached to. Ooh. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. Well, now I'm conflicted because I was going to Kate's house. Yeah, Avengers Assemble is going to give me Kate's house. I'm going to... Oh, it's an alter ego action. It's an alter ego action. Wait a minute. Genius is going to give me Squirrel Girl. She deals 1 point of damage to each enemy. Then Avengers Assemble and Kate's house is going to play Big Bite. Deal 4 + X, where X is the attack of the enemy hero's anger attached to. So 4 + 2. But he takes 1 extra because of... so it's 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then... Viper will thwart for 2. Take a consequential. And then Squirrel Girl will thwart for 1. Take a consequential. And I've still got Gwenpool. She's a wild resource. I'll keep her. Ready. Yeah. I'll stay up. Get 4. Okay, so team training, Hawkeye, pleading eyes. Look at that. He's such a good boy. How could you not? How could you not give him all the treats? Remove 2 plus X threat from a scheme where X is the scheme of the enemy hero's anger is attached to. Grenpool's house. Jeff gets +2 rec while in Ultra Eager form. Exhaust Grenpool's house. Choose 1. Find Grenpool, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Alright. 1 on here. Estimates. I'm actually going to defend with Viper because she has Retaliate. So she will retaliate for 1. Oh, actually, no. She won't, will she? You don't retaliate when you die, do you? Do? I don't. Do you retaliate when you... I can't remember if she does or not, so I'm just going to use Squirrel Girl instead then, just in case. She gets slapped for 3, because Viper can at least thwart for 2. He does nothing, and we get a thing. It is Card Shark. Oh, look at this. Card Shark versus Jeff the Land Shark. A card playing shark versus a land shark. Creature elite. After Card Shark attacks you, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Take indirect damage equal to the number of different printed resource types. Discard it this way. Attacks for 3. 7 hit points. Bloody hell. He's insane. Oh, I forgot to get rid of this again. I can't remember to take that off at the start of the villain phase. Alright, my turn. My turn. I am going to use Pleading Eyes and Gwenpool's house to play... Oh wait, before I do that, I'm going to Avengers Mansion, get a card. Windjet, eh? No. To play team training, so stick with the original plan. She now has +1 hit point. She's going to thwart for 2. Jeff's going to attack for 2. Oh. When she died, I should have exhausted that and removed threat from a scheme equal to her cost. Alright, so that actually would have been on 0 anyway. So I'll say instead that Viper attacks for 1 on the Card Shark instead. So she's still alive thanks to team training. Okay, and now I've got these guys. Yeah, I do like Gwenpool, but I want to use this Quinjet. I don't think I've ever played with a Quinjet ever in my life. After your turn begins, place 1-time counter. Okay, my turn's already begun, so I can't use that. Okay, and then I'm on 0, so I'm going to flip to Jeff. I've got Hero's Anger. I'm not too sure about that, what that is meant to do. I mean, I'm going to have it, right? Villain phase begins, it comes back to me anyway. Am I playing that right? After the villain phase begins, find Hero's Anger and set it aside. Okay, so the villain phase began. I grabbed it, Oh, but then the villain phase begins, so he attacks, he damages, you put it back on there. Right. Yes. So he should actually have kept that on for that period there, and now I take it back because I flipped. So I've got to not stuff up the timing on that all the time. That's ridiculous. Alright. Yeah, so he's now on alter ego mode. So I will ready. Get 5 cards. Okay, so some more big bites and a undeniable feistiness. Yeah, you eat that, Modok. While in hero form, you gain Retaliate 1, and your attacks gain Piercing. Cool. Alright. Villain thing. He skis for 1, 2, 3. Boost effect. 1, 2, 3, and deal 1 direct damage to each player. Okay. And in expert mode, it does other stuff. Okay, and then this guy schemes for 1. And then this guy schemes for nothing. And then the encounter card is Hydra Handgun. Attached to the minion with the most remaining hit points. That would be Card Shark. There you go, Card Shark. Get yourself a gun. Oh no, the shark's got a gun! Oh no! Alright, and then yeah, my turn. So, he didn't damage me, so I can't put that onto him. So that's, yeah, I'm really not sure about this. It only attaches when I get damaged. I don't know about that. Anyway, I'm going to wreck for... oh, wait. I can get extra wreck, right? What lets me get extra wreck? Oh, that card's gone. It was Gwenpool's apartment, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 on there. Yeah. And then I'm going to flip. And then I'm going to Avenger Mansion. Oh, when your turn begins, put 1 onto Quinjet. Done that. Okay, so let's Power of Leadership and one of the big bites will give me Hawkeye. He has 4 arrow counters. Let's use energy to big bite and kill this guy. Get rid of that guy. Okay, so that means Viper is free to thwart and then dies. She leaves play, so this triggers this. Remove threat from a scheme equal to that card's cost. Oh, it doesn't have a cost. Oh, man. Okay, don't use that. That stays in. And then first aid will pay for feistiness. Okay. And then Hawkeye will just kick back and relax. That's what Hawkeye does. Let's get 5 cards. It's Pleading Eyes again. Kalu, Quinjet. Okay. 1 on here activates. Guess Jeff's defending. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he hits me for 2. This goes on to him. Oh wait. I can't do that while there's a minion, right? While a minion is engaged with Jeff, you can't attach the card to the villain. It remains attached when a minion engages Jeff. It remains attached when a minion engages. Okay, so if it's already attached to the villain, it remains attached. Right, so I'm stuck with this minion that I've been ignoring that I should just kill. Okay. That's unfortunate. Alright, and then that does nothing, and then I get an encounter card from every direction. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme for each enemy in play. There's 2 enemies in play, so we get 2 on there. The actual Jackson, yo! Hey everybody. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for joining on. Going to Quinjet, First Aid, and yeah, Quinjet and First Aid. Oh, it's not my turn, so I get one of these. Oh, and I should have a card. Okay. Well, I was going to Kalu, but now I'm still going to Kalu. I'm going to Kalu. I search the top 5 cards, which is the only cards I've got for an event. What have I got? Whirlpool. Yep, I think that's going to be the winner. Hawkeye. Well, it's the only one. There's only one. It's Whirlpool. Well, funnily enough, that's the one I want. So, shuffle, get Whirlpool, and then Quinn Carrier and Pleading Eyes is going to play Whirlpool. Oh, I've got Retaliate. When he hit me, I retaliated for 1. Yay. Whirlpool says, choose a player. Deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. So he's got 1 left. So Kalu's going to take him out. Sweet. Thank you, Kalu. Now I can't afford this, which is a shame because it's bloody awesome. When you take any amount of damage, discard this card. Prevent all but 1 of that damage. It's pretty good. But I can't afford it now, which is a shame. But it is what it is. Done that. Hawkeye's just going to kick back. Wait for some pesky minions to come out. I'm on 6, so I can't flip down. Alright, I'm going to grab these last 4 cards. I deck out. Get an encounter card for my troubles. So what have I got? So there's Kate, which is great. Team building exercise. Oh, another irresistible cuteness. Very handy. I love this picture for strength. Knocking over Avengers Tower. That's great. That is very, very, very cool. It's one of my favorite Jeff pictures. All right, villain boink. Villain phase begins. I go get the card, but I've already got it, so that's fine. He activates. I guess Kalu's just gonna cop it. Thanks, Kalu. That's a good one to go. Kalu dies. You don't get enough respect, Kalu. Counter card. First one is Gunslinger. It's a minion. I immediately trigger Hawkeye. Remove a counter. Deal 2 damage. Boom. But he's got quick strike, so he does 2 to me. What a bastard. Oh, which damages me, which means I get to trigger this onto him. Oh no, do I? Yeah. When an enemy attacks, notice Jeff. Tries to set aside heroes. Is quick strike considered an attack? Is quick strike considered an attack? I don't know. I don't know if it's considered an attack. It doesn't matter. I'm going to kill it anyway. I only need 1 more point, so there's no point for stressing about it. A game of cards. When revealed, draw 5 cards. Choose to discard 5 cards from your hand. For each different printed resource type discarded this way, discard an upgrade or support you control. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard 5 cards from your hand. For each different printed resource discarded this way, discard an upgrade or support you control. Wow. For each different printed resource. For each different printed resource. Okay, well, let's work this out. Fist, 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 fist. Wild, wild. Mental, mental, mental energy. Discard an upgrade or support you control. So I should just get rid of all my fist cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's just that just counts as one, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would be discarding at least one thing. Get rid of a double resource too. Let's see. Power leadership could get Squirrel go out. I need Pleading Eyes. Oh, but it only does the 2, right? I really want to get Kate out. Which genius? Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like Fist is the culprit. 1, 2, 3, 4, because that counts as 1. And then a 5th card. Pleading Eyes, oh no, Queen Carrier. Yeah, Queen Carrier. So that was for each different printed resource type, discarded this way. So I discarded 2, unfortunately. I didn't have a choice. Discard an upgrade or support you control. So Quinjet unfortunately goes. Which is a shame, because I was about to get some nice canners on there. And then I guess I'll get rid of this one. Okay, so that takes care of that. I'm going to trigger this because a player card left play. So I can get rid of 1 threat at least. It's not a thwart, so patrol doesn't matter. Wow, that card was vicious. All right, my turn. Avengers Mansion, give me a card. Mental. Okay, Genius is going to give me Hawkeye. She comes into play with 2 arrow counters. After an enemy attacks you, remove an arrow counter for Hawkeye deals 2 damage to that enemy. And then Power of Leadership is going to give me Squirrel Girl. After she enters play, I do 1 point of damage to each enemy, so he's dead. And so is he. Alright, okay, let's just do this first. So he enters play. Is there anything I've missed? No? Alright, so before I play any more cards, I need to trigger this now. So he is now gone. So after the villain is defeated, discard cards from the encounter deck until a unique minion is discarded. Set it aside and flip this card. So he's defeated, and he's got victories. I'm going to go put him on the victory display. I'm going to say that that still works. So we discard until we get a unique minion. Oh! Oh, it's the worst one. Oh my god. That's brutal. That is so brutal. Alright, so we ignore guard and we ignore... Yeah, we ignore guard. We still do retaliate and toughness. So comes in with toughness. Oh, that's unbelievable. Alright, then flip discard. So, permanent. Attach to the set aside minion. The attached minion loses the minion type, gains the villain type, and steady keyword. If it already has steady, it gains stalwart instead. Set its hit point dial to its printed value, 6, plus 15 per person. So it goes up to 21. Brutal. And he has a when revealed effect. Does it say? I don't listen to be discard cards and you can't take until the new means discarded to the side. So it was never revealed, and so therefore it doesn't trigger his ability. Yep. Okay. Discarded, set aside, and then put into play. Attach to the set aside minion. Attach minion loses the minion type. I should have a note then to ignore its when revealed effect if it comes in via this method. Yeah. I think I should. It seems pretty obvious to me, but I don't want you can't assume. You can't assume. So I need a note that says that if it comes in via the wannabe leader, new leader effect, then you don't do the when revealed effect because it was never revealed. Just to be very clear. Oh, I've got some comments. I've ignored them. I apologize. Embedded Soul, yo! ES into house. What's up? Actual Jackson. I played Daz with Lila yesterday. We've still got to get that game in, man. That would be cool. Had to get the band together. Awesome. Love it. And I played against Power Vacuum. Took a hot minute with 2 heroes not known for attacking. That's true. Although Daz now does have the damage effect when you trigger Showtime. So hopefully that helped you. But yeah. They're not exactly high aggression type heroes. Well, thanks for giving Daz a go. Did you... do you like the Showtime flippy card business? That'd be cool. Alright, anyway, I've got to deal with this dude. This is just brutal. And you then advance to stage 2A. When revealed, deal each player a face down encounter card and give each enemy a tough status card. Well, he's already got one, so he doesn't get another one. Each elite minion gains guard. Each minion and the villain gains the Hydra trait. Goes down to 1 and goes down to 10. And he gets +1 scheme, +1 attack, so he's actually at 2-4. That is just the worst possible one to get. Him and Superior Octopus are just incredibly painful. Alright, so I triggered that. This is my turn. So it's still my turn. So I'll pleading eyes, even though it's not worth a lot. I'll pleading eyes just to... Actually, no, it's only got 1. It's just the 1. I need to flip next turn, I think. So what I think I will do is... use pleading eyes to put Kate's house in? Yeah. Yeah, maybe do that. And then Jeff is going to knock off the tough. No. Squirrel Girl's going to knock off the tough because I don't have piercing anymore because I lost my card. Jeff's then going to hit for 2. Take 1, retaliate. And then Kate and Hawk, the 2 Hawkeyes will kick back. I'm going to flip to Jeff and trigger Kate's thing to give her another counter. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually not going to... I'm going to say I didn't actually attack for 2 because bugger it, so I didn't get retaliated. And then I'm going to wreck for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll be my turn. Actually, I enjoyed it. There were a couple Showtime effects were weak against this scenario since they affect non-elite minions, and the mods I played with had no non-elite minions that couldn't be defeated easily. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, true. I mean, one of the cards, I think 2 of the cards actually say non-elite enemies, and I did that on purpose because that means you can also affect the villain. I actually got called out for that, saying that made it too powerful, but it definitely doesn't. It definitely does not. It's the main effect, not the Showtime effect. So the main effect should still be okay. Alright, well that's it for that. Let's get 5 cards. Okay, there we go. Took a while to trigger, but anyway. So 2 first aids, Gwenpool, Bleeding Eyes, Big Bite. I've got to get the... I would really like it if there was more effective ways of getting this onto something. Just whenever you take damage business. Yeah, I don't know if I... It's not really my... I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad design. I'm just saying it's just not really my playstyle. Jackson, yeah, but even then, this scenario is putting elite minions as villains, so it was still null. Okay, I see what you're saying, because they still keep the elite trait, so therefore they are still elite. Yeah, that's a good point. Poor Daz. You still won though, so that's still pretty good. 1 on here, and then he will scheme for 1, 2, and nothing. That's pretty good. So 1, 2. That's pretty handy. Get another encounter card, and it is the first one is Kraken. Comes in with toughness. Now I'm getting all the tough power vacuum characters. Brutal. And no, my obligation. Oh no! Upgrade you own cannot be attached to enemies. Okay. So I could barely use it at the best of times, and now I can't use it at all. Yeah, I'm not too sure I understand this mechanic. I'm not sure I get it. Maybe I'm not playing it right. Yeah, maybe I'm not playing it right. Because I don't get it. This, to me, the obligation saying that you now can't do it means that this is pretty important, right? Hence why I said it should be a Jeff picture. I just don't get why it's a grandpa picture. But anyway, and so if it's so important, I'm not understanding it and I'm not using it properly because I've barely used it. I think I've used it effectively twice. So I must be doing something wrong or what. Alter Ego action, discard 1 card at random from your hand, discard this obligation. If this card was a Jeff card, you may remove no from the game instead. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously important to have it on there because Bleeding Eyes is much more effective with it on, and so is Big Bite, which is one of the rare times where I actually got to use it properly. I mean, that was great when I did 7 points of damage. That was awesome. But I've done it once this entire game, so what am I doing wrong? Should I do his alter ego action? Discard a card at random from your hand. Sure. The card that I wanted to keep. The only card out of that hand that I wanted to keep. Gone. Anyway, well, it was a Jeff card, so now I just remove it from the game instead. So, see you later. Yeah, one of the first days would have been great, but it is what it is. I'm going to wreck 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up to full. And then flip. Avengers Mansion and draw a card. Yeah, that's very disappointing. Energy and first aid is going to give me Gwenpool. Oh wait, I can't because I've already got 3. I've already got 3. So Oh, when Kraken came in, Hawkeye pinned off 2 points of damage, so he lost his toughness. Okay. Alright, let's do that. So, can I take him out? Oh, when I was still in alter ego mode, I should have catered and put an arrow count on her. Yeah, we'll say I did that. Can I take him out? I don't think I can. 3. If I didn't wreck, I could have, but I had to wreck. I can't take him out. I lost my damage card. I was going to big bite the guy. I guess I'll thwart. First aid. Well, actually, wait. If I didn't wreck, 1, 2, 3, 4. Say I don't wreck. 3, 5. I could kill him and use first aid to heal up. Yeah, let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Dead. He gets a consequential. She gets a consequential. She gets a consequential. She's still alive thanks to team training. First aid is then going to first aid. Me. And I can't Gwen. Oh, man. Where's the Triskelion when you need it? I think that's it. I guess that's it. I'm going to get rid of Pleading Eyes. And, oh, no, should I? Because he might, if I let him damage me. He'll then get the thing. There's no minions, and I can then thwart down. I'm going to keep these. Let's see what happens. I don't know if this is the right decision, but you really shouldn't keep cards in your hand. Oh, and that's very handy. That's very handy. Now I've got a dilemma. 1 onto here. He activates. He's attacking. Squirrel Girl is going to take it to the face. She gets annihilated. Just stomps all over her. I can trigger Kate, right? After an enemy attacks you, remove an arrow counter from Hawkeye. Deals 2 arrows to enemy. Okay. Doesn't summon attacks, so it doesn't trigger retaliate. Get an encounter card. And hunt down the traitors. When revealed, the villain attacks you, even if you're in alter ego mode. If you're in alter ego, do not give the villain a boost card. I'm not in alter ego, so he's just attacking as per normal. He attacks me, so therefore I'm going to trigger Kate again. Deal 2 damage. Top that. I guess I'll defend. Because he hits like a brick. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. This goes on to him. It is now my turn. Okay, first things first, get a free card. After you spend this card, heal dungeons from an ally you control. So there's another card I just would not be using. But can I do both Gwen and Mighty Avengers? Can I get both of them? So that's for Gwen. No. Can't afford both. Unless I have some way of getting a free card. Oh, I should have triggered this. Should trigger this when Squirrel Girl died. Alright. Alright. Well, I think I need to... How many's left? 3. Okay. Let's Pleading Eyes and Innovation to pay for Whirlpool. No. What am I doing? Don't be a foolish fool. Innovation will pay for Pleading Eyes. And I'll do 2 plus X, which is 1. So all 3 gone. And then I'm missing Gwen again because I want Mighty Avengers out. So I can actually do stuff. Mighty Avengers. Oh, I get to heal one from somebody. So let's heal from Kate. Because of Innovation. Innovation healed a thinner, so that's fine. I get Mighty Avengers out. I miss out on Gwenpool again, but it is what it is. They now have... we're all Avengers. We're all Avengers. I'll just prove it. Boom. So that means we all have +1 thought, +1 attack. So, yeah. They're not going to attack him because he's got Retaliate. But they're going to start doing minions and stuff. I'll keep... Oh, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of her. She's bad luck now. She's become tainted. Ready. Draw. Alright, who we got? Black Knight, Power of Leadership. Good, because that'll help pay for him, because he's horrendous. So all first aids, that'll be them gone. And then these. Okay, yeah. Alright. Let's do it. 1 on there. He activates. He attacks me. It's the start of the villain phase. So this goes. I just don't get it. After the villain phase begins, find heroes and go and set it aside. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Okay, moving on. He attacks me. I'm going to defend. 3, 4, 5. He hits me for 3. He damages me, so this just goes back onto him. The boost effect is place 1 threat on each scheme. Okay. There's only 1. Funnily enough, there's only 1. Thank God. Then we get an encounter card, and it is Superior Octopus. Who's quick strikes me for 2. I'm almost dead. Okay. All is not lost. It is now my turn. It is now my turn. I am going to... I was going to Black Knight, but I got to tell you, not doing a big bite now while I've got the chance just seems like madness. Oh, I decked out. Acceleration. So a big bite would do a lot because it'll be 4 plus his attack +1. So 4, 7, 8. 8 points of damage. That seems silly not to do that. Seems very silly not to do that. So Black Knight, I'm sorry, bro, but you're just too expensive. So first aid and Black Knight is going to big bite. Do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that is an attack, so I do get retaliated. So I'm on 1. You know what? I think I'm going to say that I actually didn't use first aid. I'm going to say I used Power of Leadership instead. Cool, which means that Whirlpool can now first aid me. So it's not too horrendous. Oh, I didn't Avengers Mansion. What was that? What would I have gotten? Gwenpool's house. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. Yeah. That would have changed things a little bit, but not a huge amount. Oh, he's a minion. So when he comes in, he would have triggered. Remove an arrow, deal 2 points of damage. And it's not an attack, so he takes the full 2. Thank you, Hawkeye. That was handy. That's very handy. Each attack's reduced by 1. They only they do +1, so they would attack. They would do another 2 if I attack with them. Yeah, I'm doing it. So 1 + 1, so it only does 1. 1 + 1, so it only does 1. So he's on thing 4. He gets another damage. He gets a consequential. And then it's fairly obvious that I'm flippy flipping. Otherwise, I'm very dead. So I will flippy flip. I will Kate to give her another counter. Because I flippy flipped, he loses this. And I can't afford to put Gwenpool's house into play yet. So yeah, let's do that. I'm going to keep Gwenpool's because she gives me +2 rec, so I'm going to put that into play and then wreck. So I'm going to keep that. Get 5. That's full 6. Okay. She doesn't count for my Thinner counter, so that's fine. Pointless card. Don't care. Awesome. That pleases me a lot. So I'll be big biting for sure. So these two actually will pay for big bite. Big bite paid for by that. And then I'll deal with those. Alright. 1, 2, because the acceleration token. He activates. He schemes. He's scheming 4. 1, 2. And nothing. 1, 2. And then Superior Octopus schemes. 1, 2. I get an encounter card. It is Missile Launcher. Goes to the villain? Yes, goes to the villain. Uses a missile counter. It's pointed out to me that it doesn't really need the missile counter, but I like to have it. So, I mean, I do agree with the person who made that comment, but I just think it's cool. So, I can use Fist to get rid of it, and I recommend that I do. But anyway, it's my turn, so I'm going to Kate. Give her an arrow counter. Why the hell not? And then I'm going to team building and Stinner on it. I'm going to Avengers Mansion. Oh, that's where were you before? Anyway, I'm just going to stick to my original plan to put in Gwenpool's house. And then I'm going to wreck 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 from Gwenpool's house. Thank you, Gwenpool's house. It has an alter ego action. Choose one. Find Gwenpool and add it to your hand, or Gwendolyn Pool player draws 1. Okay. I'm going to find Gwenpool and add her to my hand because she's an extra resource at the very least, right? Oh, the card is named. Thank you very much, Run. You will get an extra point in your review for that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. Let's flippy flip. And I'm just going to swap these around. So the ladies in their houses are in their apartments and stuff are all taken care of. Quinjet. Oh, no. He doesn't have the thing. He doesn't have the thing. Oh, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. Okay, in that case, I'm going to Gwenpool. Why the hell not? 1, 2, 3. Put her into play. When she attacks an enemy with Fury's anger attack, she gets +1 attack. Don't care. Hero's Anger is not attached, and I just don't get it. Don't understand how it works. I will instead just... she's an Avenger, though, so she gets +1 from Mighty Avengers, but she also gets +1 thwart, so she thwarts for 3, which I think is far more important right now. So I'm going to thwart for 3. Gets a consequential. I wanted 2 fist resources so I can get rid of that, but I guess that's not happening. Well, I've got to kill, and I have to kill Superior Octopus. So hit for 2, it's reduced by 1, does 1, he's dead. Otherwise, she's just going to screw me up. Clint is still alive thanks to team training. I think that's it. I'm going to keep Big Bite in the hope that I actually get to use it. What's going on? Give me 3 cards. Cool. Alright, decked out, so get an encounter card. Okay. So 1, 2, 1 here. Getting close to ending. He attacks. Now, when he attacks, when an attached enemy attacks you, remove 1 missile counter from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take 2 plus X indirect damage, where X is equal to the number of boost icons on the discarded card. It's a forced interrupt, so it happens now. So it's like the machine gun from Crossbones. So yeah, there's absolutely no point having a counter on there. Well, like I said, I'm just going to keep it. So discard the top card of the encounter deck, which is... Oh my god! Take 2 plus X, 5 indirect damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could spread it around. Actually, I think I will. Oh, what am I doing? 1, 2. So let's put me back up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means I can now trigger this. Right? Wait, this is not the enemy attacking me, right? This doesn't count as the enemy attacking me. So he doesn't get this. Unbelievable. That gets discarded. Now he actually does his attack. His attack is going to be blocked by Gwenpool. Because I don't want to take any more damage. But I do want to use Big Bite though. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm just going to take it. I'm going to defend though. I'm going to defend. Oh man. 3, 6, 7. And -2, so I'm down to 2. Brutal. Come on, Big Bite. Come on, Big Bite. He gets this because he damaged me, and now I'm going to screw him up as long as I survive these. If I survive this... Oh, Kate's going to trigger her arrow. He attacked me, so that means he takes 2 points damage. Come on, Big Bite! You can do it, son! I just need to live! Batroc the Leaper, when revealed, find Batroc and reveal him. Search... It's the same picture. That's just... Oh, it's the same card. You idiot. What a moron. Alright. Where is he? He must be in the discount bar. I don't see him, so he must be in here. No. Oh, he's in the victory display! Yes! He's in the victory display! I gotta have a thing on here saying, still do victory. Oh, that's great. Does find still look in the victory display? That I'm Googling. I'm Googling that. Marvel Champions find. Come on, find. Where is it? Find. When you're instructed to find a card, search each area where the card could be found. Play area, set aside area, player deck, discard pile, encounter deck, etc. Players should not unnecessarily search game areas if they know where the card they are looking for can be found. Do not look at face down encounter cards. Well, that doesn't definitively say victory. Does find look at the victory display is an out of play game area. If never returns to the game. Okay. But does find override that? Find came out after that. It doesn't say remove from play, it just says put in the victory display. I think it still sees it. Oh man, I can't find a definitive answer. This is annoying me. This is annoying me. Oh wait, what's this? The shield booklet apparently has it. Where is it? Where am I looking? Scenario. Okay. Looking. Accusation. Prepare the evidence. It lied to me. It doesn't have anything to do with the word find. It's not even. It's not. Do not search the victory display. Cards that have been removed from the game or face down cards currently dealt. Do not search. Yes! Thank you, official FFG information. Oh, I was just about to do it. Oh, and Jackson just answered it for me as well. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat because I was looking for the rules, and it's on the same screen. All game areas are subject to search from resolving a fine instruction with the following exceptions. Face down encounter cards, the victory display. Yes. Yes. If no enemy is activated this game, the card gains surge. Alright, that's fine. Surge. Come on now. Head your handgun. There's no minion. That's the villain. Okay. Gets an extra +1. He doesn't need it, but anyway. Oh, I finally get a side scheme. A fair side scheme. Each enemy gains 1 acceleration icon. Comes in with 6. Okay, I live to tell another tale. Alright, he has the thing on there. He's got 7 hit points. That's fine. I'm not going to do anything else. Avengers. Team building exercise. The big bite. Boom. 4 plus X. So 4 plus attack is 7. And he gets +1 from this thing. Dead. He doesn't retaliate. And even if he did, I'd still be alive. Oh my god. That was nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking. I apologise for the bad television when I went searching for that thing, but it was vital that I not get Batroc the Leaper into play. Absolutely vital. I just could not deal with a 16-point hit minion. So him not coming in has saved the day for me. Victory from Jeff. So a couple of notes for myself. Yeah, I need to add that you still do victory. I need to add that you don't do the win revealed effect. I think, and I need to add what mercenary means. So there are those 3 notes for that. All right, Jeff. Jeff comments. Yeah, I think I've said everything I need to say. It looks beautiful. It's very, very pretty set. The fact that he has good boys, his trade is brilliant. League for Justice is a brilliant artwork. So yeah, I mean, it looks very, very pretty. The color scheme is great. It's very, very cool. I don't understand this. Either. I'm just going to say this. If I was playing it correctly, then I don't like it. I just don't think it's worth having a whole mechanic around it. If I wasn't playing it correctly, then I need it explained to me. And then if I couldn't understand it, then other people are not going to understand it either. Not to say that I'm some sort of brilliant tactician or card player, but there are people of equal skill of me, and possibly even lesser, and so it's going to be difficult for them too. So they're the only 2 parameters I can deal with. Either I played it correctly, which means I don't think it's a very good mechanic, or I didn't play it correctly and it doesn't make any sense to me, and I need someone to explain it to me. And if that's the case, then we'll have a conversation. So I'll reach out to Yun Run and see what he thinks on my understanding of it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. He's very, very cute, which is great. Oh, another thing, yeah, this is a Jeff card, and so therefore it should have Jeff artwork on it. I don't see why it's got Gwen's. I get that he comes with 2 signature allies, Gwen and Kate, and that's great. But it's not a Gwen set, it's a Jeff set. So that really needs to change. Everything else though it's just so pretty. It's going to get super high marks from me on everything else. Theme, like the whole biting thing is magnificent. He's biting MODOK there, by the way. His nemesis is MODOK Superior, which is like a clone of MODOK or something. He's like the creator of the land sharks, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. So that's him biting MODOK. That's brilliant. Big bite, brilliant. It's the game-winning card, really. The GOAT card. I had some issues with the precon. There's some cards in here that I just would not have had. I get the whole Avengers stick for the Mighty Avengers, but I would have had Maria. I never play leadership without having Maria. Just doesn't happen. So I would have had Maria in there. I wouldn't have had this. It's far too expensive. I wouldn't have had Black Knight. There are other blue Avengers that would be a better fit, in my opinion. Having the 3 first aids was good though. I wouldn't normally have 3 of a kind of cards. You're allowed to have 3 up to 3 for most cards, unless it specifically says only 2. But I usually only have 2. But I did notice that there was 3 first aids, and that was good. That was thank God that was in there, because the whole damage thinning. Yeah, I think that's everything I got to say. I enjoyed it. It was an enjoyable game because yeah, I thought it was I thought it was lost. To be honest with you, I thought it was done, but thank God, the find rule has saved my bacon. So that's Jeff by Runboy. Check it out. Hope you enjoy it. He's very cute. He's a good boy after all. The next batch, the next one, it will be one of these for Batgirl, Martian Manhunter, Baptiste, or Wasp by Jack HP. Because, like I said, I've already played Night Thrasher, so go check that out. Dazzler's Mine, so I'm not going to bother playing that. And the other one on the list is Judge Dredd, and I'm waiting for Judge Dredd. I do want to play it, but I'm waiting for it. It needs to be updated or something. Miss Sugar said that they were going to update it a bit, but then they got delayed because they had to go do some personal stuff. I won't say exactly what it is what they're doing, but they're off busy doing stuff. So then they'll upgrade. They'll fix it up later on. So I just want to wait for that before I grab it. But that'll be another one as well. So it'll most likely be the last one. I'll just flip a coin for the other ones, and I'll randomize the encounters, the modulars again using my fancy randomizer, and we'll go from there. Anyway, Jackson, thank you very much for jumping on. Really appreciate it, bud. And for you, he's actually got fine. Does not hit up there victory spot. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Thanks for jumping on, dude. Anybody else watching, thank you very much. Those that are watching the actual stream, thank you so much. ES, if you're still watching. Sorry I didn't respond to you straight away. I apologise, bud. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, if you're watching this, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are watching this on YouTube, and obviously you are, you please hit like and subscribe. But leave a comment if you leave a comment that's actually better than liking. Funnily enough. I don't know how it works. It's very strange to me, but a comment is actually better. So just a comment saying hi would be very beneficial. So, but if you've got anything else, like any comments about the scenario or any comments about the hero or anything else, there's very few topics that I won't talk about. So hit me up. That'd be great. Yeah. There'll be a link to the community Discord in the description as well as links to Runboy's stuff, so you can check out Jeff for yourself. That's it. I'll finish up with, please make sure that you tell the people that you love them as often as you can. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.